I've been going nonstop since 4:45 this morning when I got to work. I got up at 3:45, got to work at 4:45, and I just sat down and it is, what time is it? I think it's like 1:15 or something like that. So I figured, I'd do a live stream. I was getting the yard ready. I just weed eated along the boulevard. And we have a big boulevard. It's about 330 feet to weed eat. And then I weed eated down in the palm nursery. And now it's just time to take a break. And then I got to do some watering because it did rain last night, but wherever there's trees hanging over, it's really dry in those parts of the garden. So, and Wendy's been getting ready, and I've been helping her for the She Shed tour this Saturday. It's kind of a big event on our island. Last time it happened was before the for that pandemic stuff or whatever you want to call it, and that was, God, 5 years ago or so, and she had about 285 people come through here. So anyway, that's what we've been doing, setting up. But anyway, if you want to join in, pop in, and I'll walk through the garden shortly. I'm just going to do a short live stream here for Wendy on her channel. This is not my channel. This is Gulf Island Rock, which is Wendy's channel. And actually, I'll grab the camera right now, and we'll grab this Android, and we'll walk around, and we'll show you what's going on here. The She Shed tour will take place May 31st here on our island, Salt Spring Island. And basically, it's equivalent to a man cave. And Wendy's She Shed is 8x8. I built it in 1996 for the kids' playhouse. Wendy came into the picture and she totally modified it about a decade ago. So it's pretty cool. It's her actual little mini art gallery. She calls it Gallery 59. And hopefully a lot of people will come through. She's got baked goods. And then her daughter's made candles, beeswax candles. And then we sell palms. She sells her art cards, and all that stuff. So it is breezy here, but it's warm. It's just approaching 69 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's around 68.5 right now. And when I got up this morning, it was raining out, which is actually awesome. I worked in the gardens at work this morning and got everything trimmed and like everything shaped, like Edward Scissorhands out there with the Makita hedge trimmers. I like doing that stuff. I love to garden. And anyway, the rain makes a difference. When you get a rain here, it's much better than anybody can ever water the garden. I'm going to show you what the palms are doing right now. They're in flower. And I'm going to show you some palm seed, okay? So let's just spin this around. So that's a male Trachycarpus fortunae. You can see the yellow flowers on it. And I've shown you guys before. Female flowers. And you can actually see the difference in color too. Those are a little bit more orange, the male palm flowers on that one. And these are kind of a lighter, kind of lime colored yellow. And then there's males. So what happens here, when these flowers open up, the pollen just kind of floats around in the air, and then it lands on these female. Hey, hello, how's it going there, Creasy? Logan, I'm back. Fertilized my palms. Good, man. Yeah, I did. Hey, Kevin. Kerwin. Yo, mate, I'm doing good, man. Kerwin Jones, good to have you in there. And so what I do is use Miracle Grow. I just hook up, I'll show you. I hook up the attachment to the hose. It's just easier that way. But anyway, this one's blooming for the first time in over 30 years. So anyway, the male pollen pollinates the female flowers, and they will produce seeds, right? Where are you from, mate? I'm on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, off the far southwest coast of Canada. We're on the southwest coast of off the southwest coast of Canada, on the southern Gulf Islands, and the only way to get here is by boat, right? So when those flowers on the female palm tree are pollinated, you will get seed. These are palm seeds. So not to confuse flowers with palm seeds, okay? So palm seeds are about the size of a blueberry. Let's hold one for you. And they're kidney shaped, right? They're kind of kidney shaped, these little palm seeds right here. And they actually naturalize here. You get a lot of palms growing around here. And thanks for joining in this live stream. I'm gonna go through the garden here, and I'm gonna show you some of the stuff in the front. Now, hopefully this Starlink doesn't crap out on me. All right. And also, I just finished weed eating, so I got to put the weed eater away. It's hot. But there's one of the for Wendy's She Shed. I'm going to flip this around again so you can see these bad boys. Look at these beautiful palm trees. Beautiful palm trees, man. A lot of these I grew from seed, right? And Fatsia trees. Just a real nice subtropical like landscape. The plants we grow in this part of Canada are pretty amazing. And You can see them all here. More Trachycarpus palms. Those ones are blooming too. And then there's Wendy's she shed. So that's where action is going to happen. All the action is going to happen in this courtyard. She's not finished decorating yet. Tomorrow she's going to be busy. A lot of people are going to be touring through here. There's my man cave, my radio room, my 3-element flat side Yagi beam. All right, and let's go into the front jungle garden. How do these plants mate? How do these plants mate? Well, like I was saying, this is a male palm tree here, and the male pollen floats over to the female palm trees, and it pollinates the female flowers, and then the female palm trees get seed on them. The males do not get seed on them. I had 3 Musabaju to sprout this year. Unfortunately, they never get that tall. So what they want, Musabaju, Japanese fiber bananas, is deep, rich soil, so high in organic matter, tons of water, tons of summer irrigation, and they grow faster with heat. Of course, if they're in compact, crappy soil, they're not going to grow very big. And if they're the cloned ones, tissue cultured, they never grow quite as big as the original Musabaju. I've seen Musabaju in Vancouver 34 feet tall, and that is no lie. I got pictures of them in my photo albums that I took in the 1980s in a guy's garden that got me into growing bananas back in the 1980s. 34 feet tall, man, the biggest banana plants I've ever seen. Anyway, pretty jungly down here. Now let's just pray that the how can I grow money on my plants? We actually have money plants in the front there, but that's what they call them, a money plant. I'm trying to think of the Latin name for it. No, Maclea is plume poppy. But we do actually have money plants, and I'll show you. They call it a money plant because they look like little coins that grow on the plant. They're kind of translucent. They get beautiful purple flowers, and then they get these kind of, like I say, translucent little money-shaped pods. There's a Eucalyptus yeomanii. I planted that around 2007. It's been there a long time. And Wendy keeps that one clipped back. So we cut down our biggest eucalyptus trees. They're just a pain in the butt. Beautiful trees, but messy, dangerous when they get big. There used to be a 100-foot grove of them there. There we go. We're live again. We are live again. There's clay. That's, yep, clay they don't really like. You got to amend it. Or you know what? What you got to do is raise beds above it then. Raise beds above the clay. Fill it full of good soil. Or big planter boxes, but I do rockeries. So when I say a rockery, so you could stack rocks up real high, or wood, cedar, whatever, and fill it full of dirt, and then you could have them above the ground, above that clay. So here's the jungle garden down in the front here. And yeah, it's pretty thick, and it does look the same here year-round, man. It looks the same here all the time, even in the wintertime. There's eucalyptus passiflora trees. And a nice ocean breeze right now, too. So anyway, we're getting up near 70 degrees. Yesterday, it was near just about 74 degrees when I went to bed at around 8 o'clock. I was tired because I get up early. I get up at 3:45 a.m. So it was really warm. Anyway, we're going to show you the tree fern for those people that love tree ferns. Our soil is very rocky here, right? So it is... all of this stuff that you see here, this sandstone and shale, I have to use a big wrecking bar and a pick and a post hole shovel to dig holes here. When I dig holes, this stuff comes out, man. You can build with this stuff. That's why we call this place the Rock. This island is the Rock. Here's another one coming into bloom, a female. You can see the flower spas here. I planted these ones in the early 1990s. Grows on trees. Yeah, it does. I don't grow that stuff anymore. I mean, I used to grow it a lot because it's a beautiful plant. I love it. Absolutely love cannabis sativa. And then what's the other one there too? Oh, God, my mind's indica. So they are beautiful looking plants and very tropical. But there's a big farm just down the road from me here. Huge one called Good Buds. Look them up on the internet. Good Buds here on Salt Spring Island. When I retired, when I was 57, so just about 4 years ago, I retired. And then I went and worked there for a couple of weeks just planting, pot plants. Field grown. They probably have like 14 acres. There we go. We're live again. So here we are. And yeah, I don't smoke the stuff, man. I used to when I was younger, but I don't do that stuff anymore. There we go. Some nice palm trees here. And our native sword ferns. These are evergreen too. Right? That one's growing in a tiki head. I'm going to spin this around there. So you can see what I'm looking at here. It's a low maintenance garden, man. Very low maintenance, no grass to cut. Like I say, I just weed eated the boulevard. It's our boulevard here, our frontage is about 330 feet or so. So that's the thing I really do is just weed eat the frontage of our property. And we're gonna go show you the Tasmanian tree fern. There's some beautiful waggies. These stay out all winter long. Gotta love Trachycarpus wagnerianus. So there's Trachycarpus fortunei. They have the bigger fronds on them, and Trachycarpus wagnerianus have a smaller, tighter frond, more wind resistant, but definitely less cold hardy, I can tell you that, from my experience growing palm trees. Okay, so down to the accommodation deck. Now this is pretty cool because we're getting the heat now. This Strelitzia regia, bird of paradise, is going to pop these flowers open sooner than later. And then there's another one. Where did I see that other one? There's 3 flower spikes on this thing. 1, 2. Now where's the third one? I keep missing that third one. Is it there? Admiral Island. Admiral Island. Why do I know that name? Admiral Island. See, my mind's gone blank again. Because I'm thinking about the third flower spike here. Now, where is it? Is that it there? Oh, yeah. There. So, 1, 2, 3. Admiral Island. Clue me in again. Where's Admiral Island, man? Admiral Island. I know the name. Anyway, there is a beautiful plant right there. So I would say that's probably one of the most favorite plants in our garden. We have 4 tree ferns. 2 of them are Dicksonia antarctica. That's a Tasmanian tree fern. Oh yeah, Admiral Island. That's right. Where have I heard that before? That's right. It was Admiral Island. You know it, man. Yeah, and the reason they call it Salt Spring Island because there actually are salt springs on the north end of Salt Spring Island, and I've seen lots of salt springs here. You know, I've seen pools of water in the middle of a forest where it's salty. It's a spring where I used to work many moons ago. Dry summer day, you see this. You've come across like a pool in the middle of the forest, like a puddle, but clear, and it'd be salty water. So that's right, Admiral Island. And then I think it was it Chuan Island too? They might have called it that too. I think it's a native name. We actually have a Chuan Drive here too. I Googled. Yeah, I know you're right though. It is. That's right. Admiral Island. That's where I've heard that before. It slipped my mind, right? And our first settlers were Black Americans and Hawaiians. Those were the first people on our island that came to our island after the natives were always here. The natives came here thousands of years ago, the indigenous people. But people that actually settled here were Black Americans. They bought their way out of slavery, so they went from Missouri to San Francisco, then to Salt Spring Island in the 1850s, and the Hawaiians came too. They're called the Kanaka, so there's still lots of descendants of the Hawaiians here. Not so many Black Americans or descendants of them left. I think maybe the last one might have passed away a few years back, Bobby Woods. Really nice guy, I knew him. Yeah, hello, Abstract Tom, good to have you in there. My banana trees aren't dead. Yes, that's good to know. Salish people, the native people, right? Lots of middens here. Look at the wind, man. It is really windy, but it's really warm. Absolutely beautiful. So there's a female palm in bloom right there. Isn't that a beauty? And, you know, it used to be kind of shaded in this part on my newer account. Well, good to have you in there, Tom. Tom's been a follower for a long time. Anyway, let's look at the trunk on this bad boy. Look at that beautiful Tasmanian tree fern. Isn't that gorgeous? 6 feet of trunk on that baby. Been in the ground over 31 years. Next year will be 32 years. I love it, man. It's absolutely awesome. And if I ever move, I'm taking that with me, man. How to move a Tasmanian tree fern. If you ever need to move one, you just take a chainsaw and you just cut it off at the bottom, cut those fronds off, carry it out like a big rolled up carpet, and plant it where you need to plant it, right? So, but yeah, this is hot. This is kind of the B&B deck here. This is where they hang out on my newer account. I'm going to flip this around. The sun's in my face and it's hot. There we go. Looks like it's growing out of my head, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like it's kind of growing out of my head? Got a Tasmanian tree. There we go. Looks like I got a head of fronds. My neighbor films plants in the southwest Chicago. His name is Bill. Oh, cool. Does he have like a YouTube channel? That's cool. Well, I'm sure there's some pretty cool plants that grow in the Windy City. Windy City. Oh, hey, I got to show you the money plant. Okay, hang on. Let me spin this around. This is what they call the money plant. So when these things really are ready, the seeds are ready to harvest, these little coin-shaped things get translucent and you can actually see the seeds. See those little bumps in there? But these actually had beautiful purple flowers on them. These were covered in really dark, always on Facebook. Okay, cool. That's cool. I have to look them up. These were really amazing purple flowers, each one of these little pods here. So that is called a money plant. Yes, they do spread. Oh, so this Washingtonia robusta needs to have a frond trimmed off. And Wendy says, get that frond out of there. So when you're trimming a frond off, that's a petiole, right? There's a petiole. Frond. Watch these things. They got wicked spines up the petioles. Take your secretaires, go close to the trunk, like that. Just like that. That's one of my seed grown. There were short-lived palm tree here in wintertime. You know what I mean? They can survive several years, and then they end up getting killed. Green screen? I don't want a green screen. What the heck's a green screen? What is a green screen? Why did I get that on there? I don't want green screen. There we go. Back to normal. Okay, palms don't survive where I am. No, but you know what? You can grow them in pots, right? You can grow palms in pots, and then you can bring them into the wintertime. So my advice to you, if you want to grow some palms that don't grow so gigantic and are slower, try Sable Minor and Rhopidophyllum hystrix, needle palms, right? That reminds me, I tried growing African blackwood from seed because it's a very rare protected sprouted herb. They are hard to grow. Sometimes you got to scarify them. Sometimes seed need fire, like they need heat to get going. Kind of like, I think it's acacia seed. Some of them do. And then, yeah, there's just different ways to stratify seeds. I know some palm seeds take a long time too. You should use stream. I'm on Wendy's Android. I'm on an Android right here. I'm going to actually show you some needle palms, okay? Hang on. Let's spin this around. Camarops, Phoenix canariensis, and right down there, there's a needle palm right there. Beautiful one. And then there's needle palms down in there too. So lots of needle palms. I'm just looking down off the back slope. China fir and lots of crazy plants in here, man. We grow a lot of crazy plants. Citrus back here too. Gotta like citrus. So, but do you grow Eureka palm? No, I don't bother. They're indoor plants and they're not hardy. They're really susceptible to spider mites too. Yeah, very, very not a good palm for me. It's like growing a Ravinia rivularis. It's a majesty palm. You buy those things at Home Depot or Walmart, dime a dozen. Hardest palm to grow, man, besides a Cocos nucifera. Coconut palms are useless indoor plants. Good luck to anybody that can grow them. I've tried many. I used to bring them back from the Hawaiian Islands back in the day, sprouted coconuts. I think I've had one live 5 years max. Then it just started to go downhill. Dry indoor heat, they hate. They need about 8 hours of sunlight every day. Consistently warm temperatures. They don't like ups and downs, and they like humidity. I'm currently growing a grand. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. It fruits in 10 months. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully it will fruit for you. That's great. I mean, we get fruit on the Musabaju bananas, but they're not for eating. Musabaju bananas are all show and no go. They are an ornamental species, and they are, I believe they actually originated in China. But if you Google them or you look in Hortus 3, it'll say native to Japan, the Ryukyu Islands. I think they were actually introduced there a long time ago. They are grown for the production of fiber paper. They make paper and clothes out of them. They used to. And you can eat the flower pods. I'm also growing again 2-year-old Carolina. Oh, those are hot. Carolina Reaper. I've seen YouTube videos where somebody pays somebody, I'll give you $20 if you eat one of these Reapers. Oh yeah, no problem. They put one of those things in their mouth and they're rolling around in pain on the ground. Those are brutally hot peppers, man. I would never eat one of those. I actually do have some hot sauce called Dave's Insanity. and it might have Carolina Reapers in it or ghost peppers, and you put 1 drop on your food, and your food is hot, man. Called Dave's Insanity. Hot, hot, hot. I'll show you the Trachycarpus martianus palm. What do you think of that? There's a Trachycarpus martianus. We have 2 of those. Absolutely beautiful palms. Love them. And I do keep that outside in the wintertime, but in a non-heated kikiyat. I make train videos, so if I come to, I will surely film some. You make train video. Yeah, we don't have any trains here, man. But you'd have to go over to, there used to be one on Vancouver Island, but they stopped that train about 5 years ago. I actually used to hear it blowing its horn from here. You have to go to the mainland. Mainland, there's lots of trains, but there's no trains on Salt Spring Island because Salt Spring Island is definitely not big enough. 16.7 miles long. But yeah, we ride beside the train tracks on our bikes. They've actually got paths beside some of the train tracks on Vancouver Island. Oh, freight trains, not only paths. Yeah, I actually did some video of freight trains going through Fort Langley there a couple weeks ago. They're pretty cool. They actually came from the U.S. I was like kind of liking the graffiti on it. It was kind of neat, all the different graffiti. Wendy likes that stuff too. She's an artist, right? Anyway, I'm gonna take this. Let's see, how's that? How's that for a tree fern? I kind of look like I got tree fern head. Tree fern fronds for hair. Look at that, blowing in the wind. It's absolutely beautiful out, man. I love this weather. You know what? There's another eucalyptus tree in front of me, and I gotta actually clip that. There's a eucalyptus right there. The problem is with eucalyptus, I plant them, I grew them from seed. They just grow too fast. And actually, you know what? I'm going to be clipping that. Well, I can't. Maybe I should do that today. I think I'm going to pull it down and cut the top off of it. Otherwise, it gets too big. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's my project. Another project for me today is cut that eucalyptus gunny eye. Okay, so I'm going to head up to the top sun deck. Let me throw this over here. And we'll meander through the garden, and hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't crap out. You know what? I can go through the house. Might be better. I always record freight trains. Well, freight trains are cool. No, she's locked the door, so I ain't going in there. Let's go this way. And it might die for a second, but it'll come back. Do you grow spirulina algae? I use spirulina in my tea, in my water. I drink water, and I always put a teaspoonful of spirulina in there every few days. I don't drink it every day, but I have a big jar of spirulina in the fridge. Dry powder spirulina. Good for you. Very good for you, but not to overdo it. I've grown Carolina Reapers a couple of times. Got you ready now. Whoa, I would never bite one of those things, not even for $100. Anyway, this is Wendy's setup here. Hey! Hey, what's going on? There we are. I was just doing a live stream.
Oh, were you?
No, it doesn't matter. You know what? It's awesome when people join me in the live stream. There's a garden guest, and there's another garden. Let's see.
Come to the shisha
This is
tour.
good. That's why I said come to the shisha tour, because you're organizing it, aren't you?
Marcy and I are part of the circle.
See, I thought it was like chamber, but it's not chamber comp. It's the circle of education.
Yeah.
And one time I modeled a Prada purse.
You did for us.
That was this was it. This is look at this. They came into my live stream. I do live stream.
We have signs.
This is awesome. This is so cool. You found your way in.
Keep
He's really
wanting to
friendly.
Set up like. But it's
Come to the She Shed tour. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. And how many places are on the She Shed?
Oh, there's still tickets available.
There's 12.
Yeah.
12.
There's
12.
12.
Yeah,
Janine
sorry.
says 12. So there's a dozen places. Like, are they all over Salt Spring, or are they just on the north end? Or
No, all over Salt Spring.
all over Salt Spring
Tickets are
Island?
still available at thecircleeducation.org.
So you get them online.
Yeah.
Online.
Okay, so you get them online. If you guys are on Salt Spring Island visiting, come to the She Shed. How much are they?
It's a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser, even better. Fundraisers are good, so come to the She Shed tour. You're going to love it. Equivalent to a man cave, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have one too.
Oh yeah, she kicked me out of the house years ago. That's my man cave right there. I have radio. I talk on the radio, like a two-way radio, so I make a lot of noise, so I'm in that man cave.
Yes, we're just getting it laid out.
Good to see you, ladies. That's awesome. That's good advertising, eh? What do you think? We had garden guests right there. Okay. Yeah, we have, be right back, okay. That's really cool that they came to the garden. So yeah, they're in charge. It's a fundraiser. So if anybody is here on Salt Spring Island, come to the She Shed tour. And actually, I'm going to go show you oh, there you go, you're back. I'm going to show you Wendy's She Shed, okay? Let's go show you the She Shed. She Shed is here. And like I say, it's equivalent to a man cave. Equivalent to a man cave. I'll shut this. Our license plate door. We got plates from all over. That's just some of our plates. So there is Wendy's She Shed right there. Super cool, 8x8. There's my man cave right there, 8x8 with a little vestibule out the front. And that's the radio room. Most of you know, if you watch my videos on Jungle Josie Video Gates, you will know what my man cave looks like inside. And this is Wendy's She Shed, which is full of art. I'm gonna step inside here. So we got some palms here. Brought a few palms up from the nursery, and people can buy palms when they come to the She Shed. She's gonna have cookies and this and that and the other. We're live, and this is where it's happening. Cut down my apple. Oh, okay. And yeah, I'll show you our apple tree. I can't cut it down though. Wendy loves her apple trees, and there's actually a lot of apples on it. We have a bunch of apple trees. Apple tree right there. That is an apple tree. That is a Guatemalan cherry, which is evergreen. That's not evergreen. Those are evergreen. That's evergreen. That's loquat, right? And I like evergreen stuff. Do you guys have a swimming pool? No, we have the ocean around us, so we don't need a swimming pool. We have 11 lakes here, and we're right across the street from the Pacific Ocean. So we swim in that ocean year round. Krista and I go for the cold water plunges, right? So anyway, she's showing them around where the She Shed thing is going to happen out there. Wendy's excited. And let's pray for some beautiful weather. Look at these beautiful, those are evergreen too. Those are native arbutus trees up there. They're towering, over 100 feet tall. Isn't that beautiful? I just heard a branch break. It's windy. And we don't have any neighbors here. It's a pretty quiet place, right? Look at this. So those are the native trees. Douglas fir. These are western red cedar, western hemlock. Then there's big leaf maple. And then there's redwoods over there. That's coast redwood there. There's two of those that side. And then there's a big redwood tree. There's some big pine trees in the back that I planted. And we have a whole mix of trees. Do you grow poison hemlock? Nope, they don't grow here. The water hemlock, yeah, I haven't seen any in our property, but I've seen them on my last property on the mainland many moons ago, is water hemlock. Look at that. Look at the gold ball budley, a butterfly bush blooming right there. I don't know if I can zoom in, can I? Oh, I can. Look at that. What do you think of that, guys? Isn't that cool? So there we are. And these flower spats are just absolutely amazing. That is a male. Well, that's good. There she is. There's Mrs. She Shed. The what? Oh, the She Shed. She's going to show them the She Shed. You want to go into the She Shed? I'm going to go into the She Shed with you. Okay. Let's go into the She Shed.
We'll let them just...
There's Miss T. They're probably going to die. Oh, like okay, so there's the She Shed. Check that out. She Shed. Check it out. I hope that my thing works here. No, you can fit way more than there.
No, right.
I would. Pack them in. It's pretty cool, eh?
So I just have to get...
Oh, the smell.
It smells good, huh? So you want to know something? I built this in '96, and then she totally revamped. Also, it was a kid's playhouse.
Yeah.
There was a crappy little door here. There was a window there, plexiglass. So she says, I'm going to redo it and make myself a little mini gallery. So these were reclaimed. I brought it all home, and she used it all, painted it, she put windows in the back, insulated, and she wired it herself.
Made the card wrap.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. It's fabulous.
It's pretty funky.
I went from a 700 square foot gallery.
to a little eeny weeny one.
Yeah, it's a
Anyway, that's the she shed right there. So if you're on Salt Spring Island, check it out. 60 years ago, my subdivision was an oak forest. Oh, man. They cut them down. We have native Gary oaks here, eh? You know that? Oh, look at this. Check this out. What do you think of that? Hey, that's a nice bag. Look at this. It's funny. Once I had to model she wanted me to model this purse, Janine, the girl there. And she says, she took all these photos and I had it over my shoulder like this. How's that look? That is pretty cool. So, the Circle of Education, She Shed Tour 2025, Salt Spring Island. So this is a big thing here, man. And like I say, if you're on Salt Spring Island, check it out. All right. So yeah, we have Gary oaks here, Quercus garryana, and it's a native Gary oak or Oregon white oak, and they're very slow growers, and they are actually protected here. You're not allowed to cut them down. And we have a lot of them growing on our property that I grew from acorns, but they're absolutely painfully slow growing, right? So there. I like that bag. That's good advertising too, right there. You see, that's really good advertising. Kind of reminds me of the Prada bag, but maybe this is nicer. It was kind of like this, right? That's cool. That's beautiful.
at that table.
Say hi, house. So if you're on the island, check out the She Shed Tour. Okay? Salt Spring Island, Saturday, May 31st. All right. Said hi, house. Hey, house. Saying hi from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. And yeah, it's a beautiful day here. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to pack this in this live stream. I'm going to do some watering and do some stuff.